What's up guys, Tommy Bennett here, and today I'm gonna teach you guys how to do turns, but I'm not gonna do it alone. We got my boy Ark out here.
What up?
So Ark is learning how to do his heel side and toe side turn, and so I want you guys to stick around because I'm gonna be able to coach him through these heel side and toe side turns and give him some real world feedback. Not this ideal what you should be doing, but let's see how he rides and see how I coach him. So this is more of a live coaching session more than anything. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Give it a thumbs up if you dig it. If I missed anything, definitely put that in the comments below. So one of the first challenges that we have here today is Ark is on a brand new snowboard, brand new boots, and brand new bindings. And the second big challenge that we're facing is that this is very steep terrain for Ark. He's comes from Las Vegas. He rides mellow terrain, so this becomes very intimidating. As you point your board down the hill, you go fast really quick, which means it's really scary. So the first couple things that we're talking about is this thing called knee steering. Essentially what you want to do is as you're doing a toe side turn, you want to take your knee and you want to push over the front of your boot. And what that's going to allow you to do is make really good turns. So that's the first thing we're going to focus on. How you feeling, dog?
Ready to crush it, hopefully.
Oh, let's go. I'm going to put my goggles on so I don't burn. Probably need to reapply sunscreen 12 more times. So beyond just the equipment stuff that we're dealing with, I want to make sure that he's building his confidence, he's building his skills, and that he's going to be able to do this on his own. So what I'm going to do, and it's going to be kind of a ride along for you guys as well, is I'm going to hold his lead hand. And what I can do is I can dictate where his shoulders are, change where his body positions are to help him make the turn so his body can register where he should be. And then eventually all he's got to do is find that feeling and find that body position on his own, and then he can start linking those turns by himself. So in the beginning, I'm going to help him with his turns and then slowly let him do it on his own. This is a very progressive thought process so that he's not just flying into rocks and getting wrecks, because that would not be sick. All right, Ark, I want to have you scoot down towards me. We're going to try to do this while I take a selfie. All right, whenever you're ready, start your turn. As you're doing your heel side, you are very comfortable going down the fall line and then progressively slowing down. And what I mean by that is it takes him 15 feet to go to a stop. Now in his toe side turn, it takes him 3 feet to stop because he's forcing it so much to stop because of two reasons. One, you're blind down there. You don't know what's underneath you anymore, so you just want to stop. The second thing is you're scared because you're blind, because you don't know what's down there. So he's trying to slam on the brakes immediately, which is understandable. We got to be able to know what's down behind us, have depth perception of how much space I really have, and then I got to trust slowing down smoothly. What ends up happening is if you just slam on the brakes, it throws your car out of balance. It gets a little wild. Also, it's going to be hard to link turns smoothly later because you're used to slamming on the brakes and then going. Imagine going down the highway and you slam on the brakes every time you do a right-hand turn. Going on highway 70 miles an hour, probably not a good thing. So that's what I'm trying to get him to overcome and think about. I'm trying to get him to progress down the line to be able to link turns and not just make this perfect, but can we develop skills now for later? That's what we're trying to do here today, boys. Okay, smooth. There we go. That was better. Cool. So now we made a little bit of a breakthrough by just trusting his turn. It's a lot more smooth. He's a lot more composed. I'm gonna add one thing for your heel side turn. One thing that's gonna help a lot is if you put 60% of the weight in the front foot, it's gonna allow you to steer your board from the front tires, essentially. You know, the engine of your car is in front and your wheels to turn are in front. We wanna simulate the same thing. So you're gonna shift your hips over. So, yep, there you go. You're gonna bend that knee. Now 60% of the weight is on his lead foot. He's gonna be able to turn this board a lot easier. Another thing to think about is as you're doing these turns, you're imagining that your board is a knife and the snow is peanut butter. And we want to smear the peanut butter for our turns. It's going to make our turns a lot easier because they're smooth. We're not just trying to get on a carve, get on high edge like we're cutting a sandwich. We don't want to cut a sandwich before you smooth it out, you know? So we got to do that. That's going to be the next thing. Let's see you put it to action. Remember, 60 weight on the front foot and do it. How'd that heel side turn feel?
Much better, for sure.
What felt better? Like what was it about it?
It definitely felt having more of my weight forward, able to initiate the turn a lot easier, and then feel more confident on stopping. I got a lot less of that chatter, more of that smooth spreading the peanut butter.
Let's go! You heard it from him, not me. I didn't tell him to say that.
No, you didn't.
Or did I? Okay, heel side. On that last heel side turn, I actively saw Ark shift his hips forward, allowing that knife essentially to smear the peanut butter, and it was really smooth. And he looked comfortable. Was it comfortable?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Let's go.
So much better.
Now the next thing we're working on is, as we were doing that toe side turn, Ark kept looking uphill, essentially completely going blind to what's down below him. Now what I'm having him do for now is be able to look at a specific designated area, and we're calling it the airbag, which is right about there. What that's going to allow him to do is, out of the peripheral vision, he's able to see what's down below. Now why that's important is when you want to link turns, you want to be able to get that flow and know where you're going and being able to see. You don't want to just be blind half the time you snowboard. You want to know where you are. So that's the next step that I'm working on with Ark. Do you notice a difference?
Oh yeah, 100%. Definitely a lot more confidence, so I know where I'm going, and then being able to like activate that edge and getting used to leaning forward.
Let's go! All right, let's do another one. Dude, you did that on your own.
Yeah, let's go.
This is the steepest turns he's ever done.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, you guys can't see how steep this is, but it's relatively steep. It's probably like a quad diamond.
At least.
At least. Cool. Let's go and do a heel side, but make sure you have 60% of weight on your
front foot.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's stop real quick. So just so you guys know, that was really cool. I was able to let go of his hand, and then all of a sudden he started vibing super hard and feeling the flow, and he was able to keep a little bit of momentum, and then he was able to link a turn. So he was able to put a toe side turn together, ride, go to heel, go to toe. When you have a little bit of momentum, it makes it easier. It's like riding a bicycle. If you're riding a bicycle super slow, it's really hard, but you start going a little fast, it wants to stay upright. So the same thing on your snowboard. As long as you have the mechanics down right, you're gonna be fine. So that was insane, dude.
Let's go. I'm so hyped.
Let's go.
I'm so hyped.
So just so you guys know, I am at Mount Hood running my own camp with Johnathan Buckhouse. We are doing a camp. We will be doing more of those. If you guys are interested in getting some details about next year's camp, hit me up on Instagram and it's gonna be just there. So camp is insane. This is day one. There's gonna be a lot more to come.
Let's go. More progression.
Cool. All right, make sure you have weight on that front foot. You're hanging out in the back foot. There you go. All right, guys, so we took a little bit of a break. We went and did some other stuff for a while, but we're back. And what we're doing is now we're gonna take our turns. We're gonna start linking them together. We're using everything we applied, or we are taking everything we learned from earlier, and we're gonna apply them together. So we're simply gonna start doing a heel side turn, into a toe side turn, into a heel, into a toe, while finding the flow. All right, ready to do it?
Let's do it.
All right, let's go.
All right.
No pressure. I'm not really gonna film, so just do you. Another thing that I was just thinking about is being able to do turns on steep terrain is what we had to do with the situation at hand. We went to the top of the mountain, and the only way to go to the park where we needed to be with the rest of the crew was what we had. So that's why I wanted to take the time to work on those turns with Ark in a safe manner and progressive and help them. Now that we're in a more flat area, things are a lot easier. You have more time to process. As your board points down the hill, you're not picking up speed, so you're not picking up speed as fast, so you're not getting as scared. as quickly. Yes, you can pick up speed, but it's manageable, more time to process. So make sure you're using the right terrain, and if you're a steep terrain, use the right tactics for success. How you feeling, dog?
I feel stoked. Those turns felt so good.
Ooh, and that's what we're looking for. All right, let's do a couple more. No pressure, make them awesome.
Let's do it.
Nice, good. So the next thing that we're working on is our spatial awareness. So for every 2 to 3 turns that Ark is doing, I'm gonna have him glance uphill just so he's starting to look around, get his head on a swivel. The earlier he's able to like figure this out, the better. Get it. The earlier he's able to get comfortable with this, is just gonna help him down the road. All right, let's do some turns. Watch out for the snowcat. So on that note, guys, we're gonna end the video there. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. If you guys dig the content, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. Also, down in the comments below, let me know what you thought of this video. Should I do more videos by actually doing a live coaching session and actually learning tricks versus just how do I want to put this? Versus just me breaking it down in the historic way. So let me know if you guys dig this content. On that note, guys, we're out of here.